The biggest diesel engines in use operate on the two-stroke principle. The two-stroke petrol engine, you will know that it causes more pollution than a four-stroke petrol engine. This is because oil is mixed with the petrol to lubricate the crankshaft bearings. But a lot of unburnt petrol oil. Air mixture is discharged to the atmosphere. The two-stroke diesel engine does not mix fuel or oil with the combustion air. The crankshaft bearings are lubricated from pressurized oil in the same way as a four-stroke engine. The two-stroke cycle is so called because it takes 2 strokes of the piston to complete the processes needed to convert the energy in the fuel into work. Because energy is being transferred into the air, its pressure and temperature increase. The pressure is over 100 bars and the temperature over 500 degrees Celsius because the engine is reciprocating. This means that the piston must move up and down the cylinder, and therefore the crankshaft must revolve once. The fuel is atomised into tiny droplets. Because they are very small, these droplets heat up very quickly and start to burn as the piston passes over TDC. The expanding gas from the fuel burning and the oxygen forces the piston down the cylinder, turning the crankshaft. It is during this stroke that work energy is being put into the engine. During the upward stroke of the piston, the engine is having to do the work 1. The crankshaft is revolving clockwise, and the piston is moving up the cylinder, compressing the charge of air. 2. Just before TDC, fuel is injected into the cylinder by the fuel injector. At about 110, after TDC, the exhaust valve opens, and the hot exhaust gas. 3. As the piston moves down the cylinder, the useful energy from the burning fuel is expended. Pressurized air enters the cylinder via these ports and pushes the remaining exhaust gas from the cylinder in a process known as scavenging. 4. At about 140th after TDC, the piston uncovers a set of ports known as scavenge ports. The piston now goes past bottom dead center and starts moving up the cylinder, closing off the scavenge ports. The exhaust valve then closes and compression begins. Can also be illustrated on a timing diagram. 1-2 compression 1, approx 110th BTDC 2 to 3 fuel injection. 2, approx 10 BTDC 3 minus 4 power 3, approx 12th the TDC 4 minus 5 exhaust blowdown. 4, approx 110th the TDC 5 minus 6, scavenging 5 approx. 140th, a TDC 6 minus 1 post, scavenging 6, approx 140 BTDC. The skirt of the piston also acts to seal the scavenge air ports when the engine is at TDC. This prevents the scavenge air from pressurizing the crankcase. 2-3 fuel injection. Lubricating oil splashed up from the crankcase to lubricate the liner can find its way into the scavenge space, causing fouling and a risk of a scavenge fire. Prox 10th BTDC. This can supply the required oxygen for a crankcase explosion should a hot spot develop. 3-2 for power 3, approx 12th ATDC. Soles are used to produce a model which is sometimes found at sea, as did bronze. A cross-sectional drawing of their Type GV engine is shown below.